Hello, let's do Wordle for October 9th. We'll give our members wheel a spin and see what we're starting with today. All right, party, suggested by Bill C. Let's do it. Let's have a Wordle party here. Party. Ooh, oh, that's very nice. So we have AR something Y. Obviously, ARRY could have, what could it have? Anything? It seems like it should be something. Larry. Carrie. Carrie is possible. Mary. Mary and Carrie. I'm wondering if Marcy's or is there anything else other than R that can go after that R? RDY? Doesn't seem like there's something. Cardi. Or R, let's go through the letters. RSY, no. D, I looked at F. Okay, I think I should just go for Carrie or Mary. Let's go alphabetical. Carrie. Oh yeah, it's not the double R. Okay, so what is it then? AR. Did I look? I don't think it's not Cardi anyway, but Cardi's not a word. I don't think it's a D. How about LY? Barley? Isn't that EY? LEY? Barley? I think it is. I hope it is, because that's what I'm going off of. HJK? Like, what else goes here? Marvy, Barvy, Darvy. I think getting rid of the C was helpful. What am I missing here? I think carny is a word, like carnival worker, carny, but the C is gone now. I don't think there's another one like this. Is marmy a word? I feel like marmy is like someone who's maybe think of smarmy or something. Someone who's like a shady person. Maybe I don't know. I might be making that up, but it feels like that in my head. What am I missing though? Could it be RARAY? EY? Like, could we put a vowel here? There was one that I said probably was DEY. It was barley. I'm going to see if it's a word. It's not. Okay. Well, good thing I didn't lock in then. So I don't think there's another RARLY then. Warley, Sarley. Ooh, early. Starting with E. It's not even early. Okay. Well, there's no E. Ah, I thought I had it. What about, let's think about vowels though. OAR, something Y? Because I haven't been thinking about that. Orby. You're very orb-like. That's not even how you spell orb. Or like an oar in a boat. I don't think this is it. Should I think about the first letter maybe? Wardy. You're very wharfy. You're like Worf on Star Trek. Oh, that would be OR. You're very much like a wharf, like at a dock. I don't know what that would mean. Warny. You warn a lot. You're very warny. Like the boy who cried wolf. You're very wargy. You're very much like a warg from Lord of the Rings. I don't think it's a W. UAR, I don't think so. IAR, I don't think so. OAR. I was so convinced it would be early. Saroy. Sardi. Oh my gosh, I can't find it. Darky? No way. No way. I shouldn't even said that. Darby? There's Upper Darby and near Philadelphia. Darby? Called the Darmy. I don't think so. Farmy. You're very farmy. You're very much like a farmer. There's just too many letters left and I can't find what works, and there's too many options to go through. Gar. I'm going to go a little bit faster and just see if I can like immediately recognize something with the first letter. Harvey Dent. I think that's also EY. Okay, jar. Car with a K. I don't think so. Czar. Doesn't seem right. Definitely not X. Var. Varmy. The only thing I think of is this Varmy or Marmy word. Let's see if they're words. No, neither of them are words. Varmy, Varney. You're like a varnish. You're Varney. I'm getting desperate here, but I probably shouldn't do that. Bar. My dog is very barky. Oh my gosh, it accepted it. Okay, well, there's no B or K. That was the B. Nar. Nardy person. They're like nerdy, but they're nardy instead. Mar. If it's Mar and I could have gone Mary and just gotten it, that would have been really sad. But I don't think it's Mar. What am I missing here? Like, what's the secret sauce? Is it ARAY somehow? I mean, you'd think it would need to be double R in this case. Faray, Garay, Jaray. Jenny, will you marry me? Was that a bad joke? I don't know. How about OY? Meroy. RZ. RG. What have I not considered? I tried every first letter. I can't believe barky was accepted. I wonder if it's like you're very barky, like you bark a lot, or if it's like you're like the bark of a tree, you're very rough. I wonder what that means. Or if it's not either of those. I'll look it up after. If there is an after, I could be sitting here for the rest of my life. There's too many letters left to just try everything, and random words lock in if you do that. So I don't know if I want to do that. So what can I do? It's certainly going to be a word I know, right? I just can't think of the right pattern. HAR felt like there should be something, but I don't think it's a vowel. I don't think it's repeated A. Harsy. I wonder if ARSY gets you anything. Garcy, Narcy, Marcy. Zarcy. Warcy. Harsy, Garcy. What is going on today? Hardy. Hardy. Like you're tough. You're hardy. There it is. I think that's that. Isn't that hearty? HERTY? No, hardy is hardy. I think you can have a hearty meal and a hearty. Okay, first we're going to define hearty. Just make sure. Robust, yeah, okay, enduring. Is hearty also a word? Loudly, vigorous, cheerful, wholesome, substantial. Yeah, okay, so they mean slightly different things. So you can have a hearty meal, but you can have a hardy breed of cattle is what the example is on the dictionary. I wanted to look up barky as well. Barky. Covered with or resembling bark, so like a tree. Okay, well, that was harder to think of than it should have been. Let's check with the bot. It was probably only hardy after early. I'm not going to get a very good skill score, am I? That's okay. Hardy was our answer. I guessed party. I went with Carrie, and that was the top. Harry also would have been fine. It wasn't that, though. Now we're down to early and hardy. I found early. Thought it was it. Barky is one of our unlikelies. So I did that, and it still was only hardy after that. But we were down to, okay. So there were 4 things I could have locked in, but 3 of them start with MAR. But it was possible I could do like Mare at 5, and then Vardy at 6 and lost. So that's why I wasn't. That's the kind of thing that I was worried about, where if I was just going to try random things, I could end up losing. Like if I did Mare and then Vardy. So anyway, Hardy was the only word. That's what I did. It goes carry, early, Hardy. I mean, it does the same solve as me. It might get Hardy in one fewer if it gets lucky. There were only 6 words left after party. There was Carney, carry. I think I thought of Carney. Early. I thought of Carrie and Early. I thought of Harry, Hardy, and Mary. I thought of all of the words eventually. When I first got to party, I actually thought of Carrie and Harry and Mary, didn't I? I think I said all of those. No, I didn't say Harry. Why is... Oh, is this Harry like an army? Can harry another army? Find Harry. Yeah. Persistently carry attacks on. So like you harass Harry. Yeah. Okay. Let's look at tails. So from tails, it's going to go Carney. And then it's going to go Harpy. And then it could go Hardy or Harry. So we could get it in 4 or 5. Is steel similar? Macro, very different. Then rabid. And then Hardy. Ooh, that might be hard to think of from there. That might be very hard to think of. Of course, Hardy was very hard for me to think of in general. How about a DU? It's going to go Darns. It's going to throw out getting it in 2. And that's going to give us Hardy or Tardy. So I bet a lot of solves would have looked like this. Although I don't know how many people are going to follow up a DU with Darns. I'm going to follow it up with something else. Audio. It goes Dealt. And then Chard. And then Hardy. Trace. Going to go Moray. And then Perry. And then Hardy. And then finally, place is what the official bot starts with. And we're going to go Gator. And then, wow, just Lucky. Lucky 3. I wonder if that's what... I don't think... I think I remember Gator wasn't the follow-up that the official bot does, but we'll see. There were 15 words left, 168 unlikely, and it just Hardy happened to be the best guess. There's so many words left, though. That's kind of interesting. All right. Well, let's look at the bot, the other bot, the official bot. All right, 75 skill. That's higher than I thought I'd get. 45 luck, yeah. 5 steps. All right. So it's not going to like Barky. There was only one solution left, and that wasn't it. Barky's a valid guess, but unlikely to be a solution. Yeah. I was getting a little desperate. So it does, yeah, it goes Saint instead of Gator. So place Saint Mayor Hardy. It gets in 4. All right. Mine should have been 4. 0.2% of people starting with Hardy. Congrats again. The same number of people who start with Party. Interesting. So some people had an interesting experience just like me. I don't know. Is there a high loss rate? There is a pretty high loss rate. We've got a 1.3% loss rate. Anytime it's over 1%, I feel like that's pretty high. That's unusual. People losing on Tardy, Lardy, Mardy. So even the ARDY is a trap. And then some people not having this 4th letter, guessing Harry. But there are people also guessing Bardy, Cardy, Party. There are a lot of weird words that end in RD, apparently. Vardy. Some people guessed that word, which I shouldn't have said. Harpy, Mary, Daddy. Losing on Daddy, just having the AY. Interesting. Just didn't get the R. Okay, and this is hard mode, so we know that if they had the R, they would have had to use it. All right. Well, that is it for Wordle. If you'd like to watch the New York Times games, you just got to click at the end of the video. It'll take you right there. And if you enjoyed this, why not leave a like, subscribe, and a kind comment below.